Millions of Americans over 50 are turning to senior dating platforms to find companionship, but criminals are following them there. Research from AARP indicates that nearly 1 in 10 U.S. adults over 50 have experienced a romance scam. The volume of cases suggests these schemes continue to operate at a significant scale rather than showing meaningful decline. Platforms like Silver Singles and OurTime are built for meaningful connections, but scammers exploit that trust to execute sextortion schemes. This trend is growing because criminals understand that emotional vulnerability can be converted into financial leverage quickly and quietly. In this video, we'll explain how sextortion scams are targeting users on Silver Singles and OurTime, the red flags to watch for, and the immediate steps you can take to protect yourself or regain control. How romance scams evolved into sextortion. Online romance fraud has existed for decades, but the tactic has evolved. What once involved long-term emotional manipulation for wire transfers now often escalates rapidly into sextortion. Criminal networks learned that requesting private photos or video chats early in the conversation creates immediate leverage. Instead of weeks of financial grooming, scammers now pivot to threats within days. Silver Singles and OurTime scam patterns reflect this shift, where what begins as companionship turns into coercion once explicit content is captured. As senior dating platforms became more popular among Americans over 50, they also became strategic hunting grounds for organized cybercriminal groups. Why senior dating platforms are attractive targets. Sextortion tactics have become more sophisticated. Scammers use stolen profile photos, AI-generated images, and scripted conversations to appear authentic. They often claim to be widowed professionals, military veterans, or traveling executives to establish credibility. Once trust is built, they request a move to private messaging apps where monitoring is lower. Silver Singles and OurTime scams tend to play on the common desire to find love and fear of growing old alone. Users of these applications may be more eager to find a connection, leading them to be more willing to engage in sexual exchanges. Emotional exploitation meets financial extortion. Sextortion on senior dating apps is not just a privacy violation. It is financial and psychological coercion. Victims are often threatened with exposure to children, coworkers, or church communities. The fear of humiliation can override logical decision-making. In many Silver Singles and OurTime scam cases, initial payments do not stop the threats. Instead, criminals demand additional deletion fees or claim they need more money to prevent distribution. The longer the interaction continues, the more leverage the scammer attempts to build. Red flags on senior dating apps. Watch for these warning signs if using senior dating platforms. Rapid emotional attachment within days of connecting. Requests to move conversations off the dating app quickly. Claims of being overseas or unable to meet in person. Requests for private photos or intimate video chats. Sudden threats involving your contact list or social media exposure. Silver Singles and OurTime scams often follow a predictable pattern. Once explicit content is obtained, the friendly tone disappears and is replaced with urgency and threats. Immediate steps to contain the threat. If the scam has progressed past prevention, there are steps you can take to regain control. Try to remain calm and consider the following recommended approach. Pause all emotional reactions and stop engaging impulsively. Sextortion thrives on urgency, so slowing the situation down immediately reduces the scammer's leverage. Do not agree to any new demands or negotiations. In most Silver Singles and OurTime scam situations, agreeing to one last payment only opens the door to further extortion. Document everything in real time. Capture profile URLs, chat transcripts, timestamps, transaction attempts, and any threats referencing your family or social network. Refrain from immediately cutting off communication. Abrupt blocking can trigger exposure threats or eliminate access to key identifying information tied to the scammer. Conduct a privacy sweep. Tighten visibility settings on Facebook, LinkedIn, and other platforms so friend lists, photos, and contact details are no longer publicly accessible. Report the scam to the dating app, as well as the appropriate law enforcement and senior protection agencies. In the U.S., this includes the National Elder Fraud Hotline and the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center. Notify your financial institution if payment information was shared. Early alerts can help monitor suspicious transactions or attempted fraud. Consult a cybersecurity response team that handles sextortion cases. Professional guidance can help assess distribution risk, track digital footprints, and coordinate next steps strategically. Dating safely in a digital world. Senior dating apps like Silver Singles and OurTime can create meaningful relationships, but awareness is essential. The Silver Singles and OurTime scam trend demonstrates how quickly romance can be weaponized into sextortion. If you've been targeted by a Silver Singles or OurTime sextortion scam, don't wait and don't try to handle it alone. Sextortionists thrive on fear and leverage, but you have options. At Blackmail.HelpLine, our team of cybersecurity investigators understands how these criminals operate, how to intercede against threats, and how to protect your privacy, reputation, and peace of mind. With more than a decade of experience handling online extortion cases, our cybersecurity specialists use advanced investigative techniques to help regain control of your digital lives. If you ever fall victim to a Silver Singles or OurTime scam, you can count on the team at Blackmail.HelpLine. Call 888-634-1535 or visit blackmailhelpline.com. Helpful links and resources. To learn more, visit our website at blackmailhelpline.com. The link is in the description below. Feel free to leave a comment with your questions or call us directly at 888-634-1535. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments if you'd like us to cover more cases like this. See you in the next video.